Imagine being trapped in pitch dark. Heavy iron doors are locked outside. Freezing ocean water rapidly rises around your feet. This is not a nightmare. In 1828, this death trap became reality for the Morning Star. Welcome aboard. Let us go back. The dark pirate era was ending. People strongly believed the vast oceans were safe for merchant ships. The Morning Star, a massive British sailing vessel, was peacefully anchored inside a busy American port, preparing for a long voyage. It was a giant vessel, securely loaded with valuable American cargo. Tons of expensive goods completely filled its dark lower decks. The real treasure was its passengers. Wealthy military officers, their wives, and young children happily boarded the massive ship toward England. The atmosphere on the deck was filled with pure joy. They were completely unaware of the dark shadow waiting in the Atlantic. Captain Thomas Saunders, a highly experienced sailor, gave the strict order to lift the anchor. The wooden giant slowly entered the ocean. For several weeks, the long voyage remained perfectly calm. Innocent passengers deeply trusted the solid wooden hull protecting them from the ocean. Out in the vast open ocean, there is no help and nowhere to run. Their peaceful journey will become a terrifying nightmare. During this period, an infamous pirate was spreading immense terror across the Atlantic Ocean. His name was Benito de Soto, a monster. He sailed in a completely dark black ship that carried no flag. This devil's only terrible goal was to brutally rob vessels. Benito's dark rule was quite simple. Never leave a living witness behind. Nobody who became his victim ever saw their home again. As the Morning Star safely sailed through the mid-Atlantic, they clearly spotted a dark black ship appearing on the distant horizon. Captain Saunders instantly realized what it was. His brave face turned pale. This massive merchant ship could never escape that fast vessel. Passengers watched in absolute terror as the black shadow rapidly approached. Trembling women and young children immediately ran toward the lower decks. Benito's terrifying ship was now dangerously close. The chilling screams of hundreds of bloodthirsty pirates holding sharp weapons echoed through the wind. Without any mercy, the aggressive pirate ship fired its first powerful cannon. Heavy iron cannonballs violently smashed through the solid wooden hull. Terrified screams filled the air as sharp wooden splinters aggressively flew everywhere. The defending soldiers desperately tried to shoot back, but failed. Within seconds, the dark pirate ship forcefully attached itself. The devil's violent army, holding heavy guns and sharp swords, jumped onto deck. The upper deck quickly became a brutal pool of blood. The brave captain protecting the innocent passengers was murdered right there, completely. Forcing remaining sailors onto their knees, Benito ordered his violent crew to rapidly load all valuable cargo and gold onto his ship. After the looting, his next target was the innocent passengers hiding downstairs. They had absolutely no way to escape these violent monsters. Benito gave a terrifying order to his loyal crew. They brutally pushed everyone alive into the lowest deck and locked heavy doors. While trapped people desperately screamed in terror, what Benito did next was an unimaginable and entirely inhuman crime beyond all human comprehension. Under Benito's strict orders, pirates brought large, heavy axes. They started violently hitting the bottom wooden hull of the ship. Their main goal was making massive holes in the hull. Hearing this terrifying noise, the trapped passengers became totally panicked. Along with the sound of breaking wood, freezing Atlantic Ocean water started rushing inside the dark cabins with immense speed. Benito's dark plan of leaving absolutely no witnesses was now active. Sinking these innocent people alive was his only goal. As water filled the dark cabins, pirates boarded their black ship again. They happily laughed while watching this cruel destruction. As the black ship left, the Morning Star remained alone. Trapped people inside the lower deck had absolutely no hope. The freezing water level has now reached their knees. Terrifying screams of women and young children echoed inside the dark. Their loud screams were completely hidden by rushing water sounds. Ice-cold ocean water slowly froze their entirely tired bodies. Complete darkness inside this locked cabin increased their terrible fear. They clearly felt that painful death was approaching them quickly. Strong men desperately tried breaking the heavy iron doors, but everything failed entirely because they were tightly locked from outside. Freezing water rapidly reached their waists. They clearly felt the massive wooden ship slowly getting heavier towards the deep ocean. Desperate mothers held their little children high above the water. They cried and completely prayed to God for survival today. When ocean waves crashed, the damaged ship started rocking violently. Trapped water inside the cabin also moved like huge waves. Water violently reached up to their chests. Those helpless people easily understood that their breathable air was completely running out. This is the most horrifying death any human could face. Being completely trapped inside a sinking ship, waiting for death. Absolutely no escape was clearly visible anywhere. This ship, completely filled with valuable goods, has now become a giant coffin. Heavy ocean water still violently rushed through the broken hull. Rising water inside the dark cabins finally reached their necks. Several young children slowly started drowning inside the freezing water. Helpless adults had absolutely no power to stop this tragedy. But the brave human mind has unlimited courage. A few strong people firmly decided to fight death until the end. Several brave men boldly dived underwater, searching for another cabin. Escaping from this totally locked prison was their only goal. Nothing was completely visible underwater. While losing their breath, they heavily hit wooden walls. One wooden board felt slightly loose. The brave women standing above gave them massive emotional strength. They completely understood this was their absolutely only escape chance. Everyone gathered together and violently kicked that loose wooden board. Their entire precious lives depended strictly upon that final strike. With a massive sound, that thick wooden wall completely broke. A very small pathway towards the upper deck quickly opened. Only a few short seconds remained before water filled everything. They must climb up rapidly to escape this dark death. Through the broken wall, they rapidly pulled each other upward. Their massive struggle for survival finally seemed quite successful today. Coming upwards, they became extremely terrified seeing the horrific view. The giant Morning Star ship was now completely sinking down. Holding broken wooden pieces and torn sails, they bravely jumped. They watched their beloved giant ship sinking into dark depths. Several innocent passengers unfortunately lost their precious lives from attacks. But this brave group miraculously escaped from that terrifying trap. During the next day, another passing merchant ship clearly noticed them. They immediately rescued these helpless people floating on water. Rescued passengers reported this absolutely horrifying crime to the British Navy. Benito's dark plan of leaving 0 witnesses completely failed. A massive military operation instantly began searching for this pirate. The entire ocean heavily hunted this devil to serve justice. Within a short time, military forces successfully captured Benito de Soto. He quickly received severe punishment for his inhuman crimes. He was totally hanged for violently torturing those highly innocent people. That dark shadow terrifying the Atlantic Ocean disappeared forever. But what exactly happened to the fully sunken Morning Star ship? It perfectly remains hidden in the deep, dark ocean. Today, this giant wooden ship rests deep underwater, miles below surface. Its completely dark cabins still hide this terrifying history. This ocean is extremely beautiful, but perfectly hides a dark world. Many scary stories about painful deaths sleep down there. The final painful breaths of those innocent passengers, completely mixed with this cold ocean water around broken wooden doors, forever. Over time, this massive ship became a peaceful home for marine life. Only swimming fish know its true story entirely. Please remember, this terrifying Morning Star story is simply one dark secret hidden inside this incredibly massive, deep, open ocean. Thousands of completely unexplored and heavily abandoned, terrifying ships perfectly sleep underneath this deeply blue and incredibly dark ocean water. Each abandoned vessel stays silently forever with its own completely mysterious story. These dark historical spots will never resurface again. If you strongly like exploring terrifying secrets completely hidden underwater, please securely subscribe to our Sunken Inside YouTube channel today. Click the notification bell safely. Write your highly valuable thoughts below and share this exciting video with friends perfectly today. Until bringing another scary story in our next video, have a wonderfully safe day. Sunken Inside proudly signs off today.